Hey guys, welcome back, and in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the Miami Dolphins, a team that has been one of the most electric offenses I've ever seen. They are doing some incredible stuff, but are they Super Bowl contenders? I will be going through that question in today's video. If you guys enjoyed videos similar to this, make sure you guys hit the like button. I did a video similar to this on the Rams last week. We might have a Justin Fields video coming next week. Maybe even as early as Friday. So if you guys are interested in those, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you never miss a video. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. So the Miami Dolphins, at the time of recording, I'm recording this on the morning of November 14th. They're currently first in the AFC East, which is honestly shocking. I thought Buffalo was going to be up there the entire year. They are not. The Jets are currently in second place. And their offense has been unbelievable. Obviously, we saw Tua go down with that horrible injury in that Thursday night game against the Bengals. And even with that, they're second in passing yards on the season, seventh in points per game. They have two of the best wide receivers in football and definitely the best 1-2 combo with the mixture of Tyreekhill and Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle has been fantastic this year. He's doing some incredible things. Definitely been able to showcase his speed in the open field, his great hands, and size as well. But Tyreek is on pace to have an historic wide receiver season. At the time of recording, he's got 1,148 yards through about the first 10 weeks of the season. That is on pace for well over 2,000 yards. He is on pace to have the most receiving yards ever. Now, he only has 4 touchdowns on the year, which is a little bit discouraging, but the 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, he's doing something we've never seen done before. This team also has got a really solid tight end. I really like Mike Gesicki, think he's a good red zone threat, decent blocker for a tight end. He's had a decent season. And then they've got depth at the running back position. They had Chase Edmonds to start the season. They moved on from him at the deadline. And they still have Raheem Mostert, who's got about 600 yards on the season, which is not great. This is a team that wants to air the ball out, so it is not awful. And then they traded for Jeff Wilson in San Francisco. I like that addition for them quite a bit. I think he is going to be a solid piece for this team come playoff time. This is a really good offense. Now, there are a few question marks surrounding this team. Obviously, a lot of people are going to knack on Tua. I'm going to be in the camp. I think he's top 3 in my MVP race right now. It is Patrick Mahomes at number 1. It is Jalen Hurts at number 2. I've got Tua right there at 3rd. Tua is having a really good season. Miami is undefeated when Tua is the starter. They have not lost a game. Now, he did start the game against Cincinnati, then went injured, and they lost that game. Every game where he has started and finished the game, they have won. He's had a really good season. He has 2,265 yards, 18 touchdowns to 3 interceptions, 71% completion, and then he's also got a 118 quarterback passer rating. He's doing some incredible stuff. Really accurate this year, 71% of his passes. The big question mark, a lot of people were hating on Tua for the first couple of years of his career, saying that he was a bust because he got taken ahead of Herbert and, he was taken in between Herbert and Burrow, and a lot of people have questioned his ability, and he's definitely showcased his ability. Now, he does struggle sometimes still on the deep balls, as you can see in some of these highlights. He'll throw the ball deep. It'll get to the receiver, but it's underthrown. He struggles to lead the receivers. And Tyreek Hill could have about 10 touchdowns in the year if he threw the ball in the right spots. But he's still having a great season. He has overcome a lot this year through the injuries. And I think a big part of that has been the coaching. They brought in McDaniel, their new head coach, coming from the San Francisco 49ers, part of that Kyle Shanahan coaching tree. And it's been fantastic. This offense has opened up. They have utilized the run game, the RPOs, different things that we've seen the Niners do. And we've seen Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle really benefit from this, having career years. And Tyreek Hill, no one expected would be having a career year, especially after he leaves Patrick Mahomes to go play with Tua Tagovailoa and he's having an incredible season. But as great as this offense has been, as electric as they have been, there are still a couple of question marks. They're 22nd in sacks allowed. That is a bit of a question mark there towards the bottom half of the league in terms of their offensive line. They brought in terronarmstead from the Saints. He's been solid at the left tackle position. They've brought in Connor Williams. There's still some holes on this offensive line. Tua's still pressured quite a bit, and that is a bit of a question mark. We saw it in the playoffs last year, or in the Super Bowl, I should say. A team that I like to compare this Dolphins team to is the Cincinnati Bengals from last year. They've got a little bit of a bad offensive line. They've got weapons. They've got a young quarterback that after they get the weapon just blossoms. Their defense is solid. I'll get to their defense in a second. But there's questions on this offensive line. Now, they're not as bad as the Bengals offensive line. And I don't think the Bengals offense was as electric as this Dolphins one is. But I think there are a lot of similarities there. They've got to improve on the offensive line for sure. And then I think another question mark has been this defense. This defense is in the bottom half of the league, around the 22 to 28 range in yards allowed, points allowed, rushing yards, passing yards. They're one of the worst defenses in the NFL. Now, their secondary has been banged up. Byron Jones has been in and out of the lineup. Javon Holland, Xavienhoward. They've had a lot of guys come in and out of the lineup, and that's obviously messing with the chemistry of this team. Their defense, though, has to be able to stop people. Towards the second half of the season, that is going to be absolutely crucial for the Dolphins. Can their defense get it together? Because I don't think there is a single team in the AFC, at least, that can stop this Dolphins offense. We saw the Bills. This Dolphins team beat the Bills, and I think the Bills are the best defense in that playoff picture right now. I think they would absolutely destroy anybody. And that's great. You can beat anybody with your points, but if you're not stopping the other team, teams are just going to be able to match it. They've got to improve in their defensive department. Now, I think they definitely can do that, and I think some of that starts with pressuring the quarterback. And they went out, made a big splash at the trade deadline, bringing in Bradley Chubb, who has been towards the top of the league this year in terms of quarterback pressures. We'll be very interested to see. He's played 2 games with this team now. How can he get more acclimated into this defense? Can he be a big part of this team? I think he can. I'm really excited about this Dolphins team. And honestly, I think they could be a Super Bowl team. This is a really talented team. The AFC seems a little bit weaker than we expected. I think there's only one AFC West team that is really in contention to beat them. I think that is the Chiefs. The AFC South is bad. I think the Ravens and Bengals are both still really good teams. Those would be good battles. And then I think you got the Bills. I know the Jets have beat this team. I'm not putting the Jets in that top just yet. But I think this team could make a Super Bowl run. There are a couple of areas they need to improve on. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Melvin Ingram and Bradley Chubb do together on the field. Once they get acclimated, if they're able to pressure the quarterback, this defense can improve. I think the sky's the limit from this team. Like I said, nobody's going to be able to stop this Dolphins offense. We saw the Bills defense struggle and a loss to them. There's really no other defense in the AFC that I think could come close. Maybe the Titans defense, but can they stop other teams? That's the question, and that's what we're going to be looking forward to seeing towards the end of the year. But Dolphins fans, NFL fans, what do you think? Is this Dolphins team legit? Are they a legit Super Bowl contender? Could you see this team making a big push, making the Super Bowl? Let me know down in the comment section below. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts there. But that's going to do it for me in this video, guys. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.